Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Brendan here, aka Cliff Jumper, and today is another opportunity to try out something fun, and that is what is in this little box right here. So can't wait to show you what it is and what it does. Super stoked on this, and I think you will be too. Let's get into it. So yeah, every once in a while, people will send me stuff to try out that's car related mostly for my channel, and this I'm really excited about. It's so cool. This little tiny thing here, this is an automatic tire inflator. Yes, this itty bitty little thing will inflate the tires in my car. So it's not only a tire inflator, it's an automatic one. So check it out. This is how simple this thing works. I can almost do it one-handed, not quite, but we're up here at the top, press in on this little thing here, and yeah, I can't do this one-handed. Let me see what we can do here. Hold on. So here's how simple this thing is. Right up at the top, you press in, that pops out. There's our little straw for the inflator, and it's now turned on, and I can set it to whatever pressure I want. Now, it happens to be on my Mk4 Jetta. I like it at 40 PSI in the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and go boop, boop, put that up to 40. Now the top, this screws in. And we should be ready to go. There's a little play button on here that gets it going. So let's go plug it in and give it a whirl. That screws in, and it's showing me that I'm a ½ pound low, so I'm going to hit. And it automatically stops when I've actually reached at the desired point, and then it unscrews again. How perfect is that? I love this thing. And I'm gonna go ahead around and take care of all the other tires on my car because it's good preventative maintenance to make sure that your tires are inflated. That makes sure, of course, that you get best tire wear, the best stopping, turning, and braking scenarios, and best gas mileage. So when you're done with it, you can just put the straw part back in, locks in place, and that turns it off. So you've got your power saved, and this can just live in your glove box or your trunk in your accessory case. It does come with a USB cable to charge it, so it's a USB rechargeable thing, USB-C, and it also comes with a needle for inflating sports balls. If you are a sportsy type person, you've got that option of doing that. It looks like there's supposed to be maybe a little light here, so if I turn it on, there's a button here. Oh yeah. It has a light on the end, so if you're doing this at night and you need to see where your where your valve stem is so that you can do this, it's got a built-in light right on the end, so that's super handy. I like that, and I turn that off. And again, you can dial it in to whatever pressure level you want. This is a very fun thing. So we've got 40 pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the rest of my tires. I like to keep them all at 40 on this car. This one was a bit low. I was down to 35 PSI, and you can see it's bringing it up to 40 where I want it to be. Now, that would be cool enough if that's all that this was, but wait, there's more.
But wait,
because it comes with another thing. It's a flashlight, an LED flashlight that screws into the bottom of this whole deal. Yeah, nice little LED extension. You can plug it on to the pack itself for it to charge up, but it does have its own onboard battery. So it's a nice little emergency flashlight that you can use separately from the inflator. So this is a nice little handy tool. It just connects with the other piece, so you can store it in one piece, or you can keep it in the little carry bags that come along with this. So this connects like this, and then we've got several levels of intensity plus the flashy emergency flashers. So a few options there. Pretty handy. Oh yeah, emergency flashers. Is that doing SOS? No, it's just doing flash, not true SOS. But hey, there you go, blinky stuff. That could be helpful on the road if you're stuck at night trying to figure all this stuff out. So super helpful.
5 minutes later.
Sometimes, as it turns out, it actually helps if you read the instructions. So I was messing with the flashlight end of this and the inflator end of this and discovered underneath the cap here on the end, there's actually a charging port. So this can be charged separately, used separately, and you should charge this separately. Charge this also, and then what happens is when you put them together, it's kind of like one of those old Transformers toys where you combined them. When they're both charged fully, this becomes an extra battery pack for this and provides it even better power for being an inflator. So this just is essentially a booster. So you can have this inflator work even more efficiently. I noticed that when I filled up all 4 tires on our Jetta, all 4 were low by about 10 PSI when we started off with, and it used about half the battery on just this half of it. So about 10 minutes worth of work used half the battery on this. That does mean that you can just leave this in your car and you should have more than enough battery power to use this in some sort of emergency situation, or you need to get that tire inflated and get on the road. But when you combine it with the second half, then you've got quite a bit more battery power to be able to have on reserve. I talked to one of my good friends who's a chemistry professor and specializes in electrochemistry, and she says that it's probably fine just to store it like this, all in one shape. Because this is a unit where when you charge it, there's no way to really turn it off all the way. This control panel is always connected, and when you do have a connected circuit with an electronic control panel, my friend says you can't stop the happy flow of electrons. So this will eventually lose charge just sitting in your glove box over time. You will need to charge them every once in a while, and just keeping it connected here, there we go, is a good thing. So this is going in our emergency repair thing in the trunk just to have on hand in my daughter's Jetta. And yeah, that's how this works. So back to it. Down here we've got our emergency first aid kit. We've got the jump pack that we tested in another video. We have a fire extinguisher, and we have the tire inflator. So really nice little emergency setup here in the corner of Joan Jetta. Anyway, you can get this from Newo. I'm going to drop links in the description. Here's what the box looks like. And of course, thank you for sending it out, letting me try it out. I'm a fan. I am a big fan of this. And yeah, highly approved. Cliff Jumper approved, thumbs up. I like it a lot. This is super handy. Actually, for many years, cars have not come with spare tires, and so they usually come with some sort of an inflator pump instead of a spare tire, so you can just reinflate your tires and keep going. Although I will also notice that recently, cars aren't even coming with the pump. They're just coming with a little can of Fix-A-Flat, and that's it, and that doesn't work. So this is something that's small, it can fit in your trunk, it can fit in your glove box. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. I think they're giving you a discount if you want to buy it through my special Cliff Jumper code down there. So make sure you check it out. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you hit like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm a one-man show. It really helps out with the algorithm. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to say goodbye. We'll be back.